Are you struggling with organic chemistry? Well, you're in the right place. Let's do some practice. So, based off this reaction here, can you predict the product? We have this methyl cyclohexanol here, and it's in 6 molar sulfuric acid at 120 degrees. Can you predict the product? Now, if you want to, pause this, screenshot it, work it out on your own before you see the answer, and then come back to it. But what we're going to do is we're going to work through it on our own. So, right off the bat, we have an alcohol. That's the most important part of our starting material. And we see that it's in sulfuric acid, a very strong acid, and it's heated. So right away, the first thing that should come up in your mind is the dehydration of an alcohol. So let's see what that looks like. So now we've taken our starting material and our reagents and we've drawn them out here. So we have our cyclohexanol and we have our sulfuric acid. So if you know anything about how a dehydration of an alcohol proceeds is that the alcohol, which is a bad leaving group, is protonated by the acid. So that lone pair comes and plucks a hydrogen off, takes this, and you get this product here, where it is now a water with a positive charge, and then you have HSO4 with a negative charge. Now, the alcohol was a bad leaving group, but this water here, that's a good leaving group, and it's undergo an elimination reaction. And now remember, for dehydration of alcohols, secondary and tertiary alcohols undergo E1, whereas primary undergo E2. And this is secondary, so it's going to undergo E1. So that means E1 means 2 steps. So the first thing that happens is leaving group leaves. So we're going to kick up these protons right here, and that's going to give us a carbocation. We have our carbocation formed here. We know it's E1. So you'd think that the base, in this case, water, because water is a better base than HSO4 minus, is going to come and pluck one of these protons. And we know Zaitsev's rule says the most substituted product is formed, so it should pluck this one, giving us this product here. So what's interesting though is that's the correct product, but this probably isn't the way it proceeds, and that's because of carbocation rearrangement. So what likely happens is that as the secondary carbocation shifts to be a tertiary carbocation, because this tertiary carbocation is much more stable. And then what happens is our water here comes and plucks this proton or this proton. It doesn't really matter because they're exactly the same. They're identical protons and will lead to the same product. And the reason it won't grab the proton right here is again because of Zaitsev's rule. You want the most substituted alkene that's more stable. And so, like again, we still arrive at the same product right here, this cyclohexene substituted off the tertiary carbon. But it's important, and while you would have gotten to the right product either way, as long as you followed Zaitsev's rule, it's important to understand that carbocation rearrangements can and will happen. So even if sometimes things might lead you to the same product depending on the way you go, it's always important to make sure you're going the right way so you don't trip yourself up for a more specific example in the future. With these starting materials, this was our final product here. Remember, this was a dehydration of an alcohol, and since it was secondary, it follows an E1 mechanism. The best thing to look out for is just off the beginning, if you see an alcohol, see a strong acid like sulfuric acid and heat, you can almost guarantee that it's going to be a dehydration of an alcohol to give you this alkene product. Just remember Zaitsev's rule and to watch out for carbocation rearrangements. So I hope this video was helpful to you guys. If you want more organic chemistry learning or just want to improve your knowledge base or have more practice, give me a follow. You can drop down below in the comments any videos you want to see. And if you have any questions or practice problems you need help working through, you can send those to me in the DMs and I'll either make a video or just get back to you in the DMs.